Assalamu alaikum, 6 p.m. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has reiterated his government's commitment to bring backward areas of the country at par with the developed ones. Prime Minister Imran Khan has directed the Information Ministry to ensure flow of accurate information to the masses in cooperation with the media. Chief of Army Staff says there is need for enhanced public-private partnership to make Pakistan defense industry a vibrant, self-reliant and self-sustained entity. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and the world over are observing Kashmir's accession to Pakistan Day today. France will provide over 50 million euros soft loan and grant for rehabilitation of Dargai and Chitral hydropower projects. National Football Championships begin in Peshawar tonight. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has reiterated his country's commitment to bring backward areas of the country at par with developed ones. He was speaking at groundbreaking ceremony of a hospital at Namal Institute in Miawali this afternoon. The Prime Minister said the construction of a state-of-the-art hospital in a backward area will help the local population to receive medical care at their doorstep. Imran Khan said Namal University was his vision of providing education to people in an area where people had no opportunities of getting higher education. Blaming corruption for various economic challenges Pakistan is facing, he said the country cannot move forward unless this menace is curtailed. He said the country's debt reached to 30,000 billion rupees from 6,000 billion rupees in a decade due to corruption and bad governance. Imran Khan said even the infrastructure projects completed by the previous government are running on loss. He said a loss of 12 billion rupees is being incurred on annual basis on 3 metro bus projects in Punjab. Referring to corruption cases against opposition leaders, the Prime Minister said most of these were instituted during the tenures of previous government. He made it clear that the process of accountability will continue without any discrimination. Responding to allegations of political victimization, Prime Minister said various cases were made against him in the previous governments, but he stood bravely against these fabricated charges and was eventually cleared by the courts. The Prime Minister expressed optimism that difficult economic period will be over and the country will become prosperous in future. He said the government will increase investment on human development once the economic situation improves. Imran Khan urged the big philanthropists to adopt government hospitals in improving their services. Later, inaugurating Miawali Express at Miawali, Prime Minister Imran Khan said it is government's topmost priority to provide facilities to the common man. He said train is the mode of travel used by common man to move from one place to another and it will be further improved. He said the economic challenges we inherited are being resolved. He said we had to take loans from friendly countries in order to pay interest on loans taken by the previous governments. He said as economic situation improves, more funds will be dedicated to health, education and commuting facilities for the common people. He said under ML1 project, the time to travel between Lahore and Karachi will be reduced to 8 hours only. It will also reduce load of traffic on roads of Pakistan besides improving cargo handling by the Pakistan Railways. The Prime Minister said the people of Miawali have always voted for him with majority. Imran Khan said under the developed areas will be lifted with the provision of all the basic facilities, including water provision, education and health. He said he will ensure that youth of Miawali are imparted technical skills in order to increase their employability. Prime Minister Imran Khan has said the present government has introduced unprecedented reforms in social, economic and administrative sectors over the last 10 months. He was talking to a Special Assistant on Information and Broadcasting, Firdaus Ashika Wan, who called on him in Islamabad today. Imran Khan said PTI assumed power in difficult situation and took difficult decisions for economic stability in the greater interest of the country. The Prime Minister said that despite difficult economic situation, we took steps to protect the vulnerable and weak segments of the society, keeping in view the model of state of Medina. ETHA's program, construction of panagas, housing projects to provide homes to the homeless people, and other welfare measures are practical steps towards the fulfillment of promises made with the people. The Prime Minister noted that the Information Ministry has an important role to play in highlighting the steps taken in the interest of the people and the country. He directed the Information Ministry to ensure flow of accurate information to the masses in cooperation with the media, as well as to play a more effective role in unmasking the negative propaganda. Earlier, Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Firdaus Ashika Wan, in a tweet said that Prime Minister Imran Khan will be accompanied by a small delegation during his visit to the United States. She said the Prime Minister will protect the interests of Pakistan and its people during this important visit. Chief of the Army Staff, General Qamar Javed Bajwa, has said there is a need for enhanced public-private partnership to make Pakistan defense industry into a vibrant, self-reliant and self-sustained entity. He was addressing a two-day national seminar on defense production security through self-reliance held in Rawalpindi today. The COA said that apart from public sector and defense production organizations, a fully integrated private sector in our defense industry is much wanting. Major recommendations included establishment of task force under Prime Minister for roadmap to facilitating indigenous defense production, establishing raw material industry, incorporating private sector for raw material base so as to optimally utilize public sector capacity for indigenous defense production. It was proposed that the surplus defense potential may be exported. The digital parks should be established to tap software industry potential, and research may be promoted in the universities. Representatives from public sector discussed and suggested way forward for public-private partnership in defense production. Speaking on the occasion, Zubaida Jalal, Minister for Defense Production, and Chaudhry Fawad Hussain, Minister for Science and Technology, shared their views and suggestions for development of Pakistan defense industry into a prolific entity. Mr. Abdul Razak Dawood, advisor to PM on commerce, textiles, industry and production and investment of Pakistan, enlightened the participants on the importance of independent defense industry for national security. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Social Protection and Poverty Alleviation, Dr. Sania Nishtar, has lauded Pakistan Poverty Alleviation Fund's impact in bringing social and economic changes in communities across the country. During a meeting in Islamabad, she discussed PPAF's collaborative steps with the government in the battle for greater social and economic equality in the country. Dr. Sania expressed the hope and confidence about the social safety sector's development, especially with PPAF's expertise and work with interest-free loans program. Minister for Kashmir Affairs and Gilgit-Baltistan, Ali Amin Gandapur, says the Indian state terrorism can never break the resolve of right to self-determination of Kashmiri people and their desire for accession to Pakistan. In his message on the occasion of Kashmir's accession to Pakistan Day, he said the Kashmiri people will succeed in achieving their right to self-determination despite Indian atrocities. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and the world over are observing Kashmir's accession to Pakistan Day today. The aim of observance of this day is to renew pledge to continue struggle till achieving right to self-determination and the whole state's accession to Pakistan. On 19th of July 1947, a resolution was adopted at the platform of All Jammu and Kashmir Muslim Conference in Srinagar demanding Kashmiri's accession to Pakistan. France will provide €50 million soft loan and €0.2 million euro grant to Pakistan for rehabilitation of Dargai and Chitral hydropower projects. Secretary Economic Affairs Division Noor Ahmed, Ambassador of France to Pakistan Marc Beretti, and Country Director of the French Agency for Development AFD Jackie Empro signed the credit facility agreement in Islamabad today. The National Football Championship begins in Peshawar tonight. 15 teams from all over the country will be participating in the event. Weather. Rain, thundershowers and windstorms are expected at scattered places in Malkan, Hazara, Kohat, Banu, Rawalpindi, Gujranwala, Sargodha, Faisalabad, Lahore, Multan, DG Khan, Sahiwal divisions, Islamabad and Kashmir, while at isolated places in Job, Alat and D.I. Khan divisions. Hot and humid weather is expected elsewhere in the country. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.